Just want to mention that many of you may be familiar. In this last year, we joined our friends at Digi as part of the big Avid family, and yeah, we're pretty happy about that. So now Jason has brought his tracks out of Pro Tools over here, ready to perform on stage, and it's a perfect example of the synergy between our two companies, and you're going to see a lot more of this in the future. So without further ado, Mr. Jason Halbert.
So if anybody saw over there, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking all the Pro Tools files from the Master Pro Tools sessions and just getting this ready for a live show or a live TV performance. And I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show how simple this is, because it's going to make it hard for me to charge as much in the future for doing this, but because it's supposed to take days, but it takes minutes. If you look over to the left in my file browser area, you can see these are some of the sounds that I've got in these folders of audio files that I've bounced down from Pro Tools. So these are all stereo files that I bring into AIF. And literally all I have to do, let's say if I was taking something from What's Up Lonely, I just drag it over, and now boom, the file's inside my session. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just get all the tracks together and I'll bring everything in. Guitars, drums, lead vocal, the whole thing, so I can just sort of see what we have to work with. And then when we get into rehearsal with the band, then I start pulling things out. I'm like, okay, that guitar part's covered, that's gone. Obviously the lead vocal's covered, we're not gonna need that, that's gone. You know, there's a background singer singing that part, when we take that out. So I've just brought a few things in the session here, just briefly to show you some issues we'd look at. Let's play what we have here. So we've got some loops going here. I'm going to keep loops in because that's an essential part of the sound of the song. You know, obviously our drummer can play this beat. It's, you know, it's very simple, but the sonic quality is something we want to keep in for the show, because we're promoting a record, so we want it to sound as much like the record as we can. So I'm going to leave that part in if it was a live situation. I went ahead and brought the drums over from the record here. That part I would choose to take out, so I'm going to mute that, and that won't be there for the song. Same thing with all the rest of the parts. I can listen down to the guitar parts from the record that I brought in. Obviously, we don't need guitar parts. We've got two guitar players that are great and can cover the whole thing. Just giving you an idea of, you know, if it was another song where there were a lot of keyboard parts going and I'm only playing one part, I would definitely have those in there going with me. So the reason why I'm using live is the flexibility of it. Let's say we start the song here. And I'm going to pop in Kelly's lead vocal here just so that I can hear what's happening.
Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, up.
Let's say somehow we got off a bar here. The ear monitors went down, we couldn't find where we are. Without losing any tempo here, let's say we're ahead now, I've just gone back 2 bars. You haven't lost any audio, nobody in the audience knows anything. I can skip ahead a few bars. Cool. I haven't had to do anything, instantly catch up. If something goes wrong, we don't have to stop the rig. Click track's always going, move around, and that way we don't look stupid, which is, we don't want to look stupid. So, the other cool thing is, say we're doing the song here, and you're in rehearsal, you want some more energy, we want to do the song a little bit faster, but man, we're tied to tracks. With live, I can just do it. I mean, obviously we don't want to go more than about 20 beats outside of range. It's going to sound a little ridiculous, but you know, I can slow the song down just a bit. Let me put everybody in here. So you get the idea. This is great for TV. We're doing Leno, and we have to be at exactly 3 minutes, 15 seconds. The song's at 3:20. Just bump it up a little bit. Same thing if we need to change key on a show. You know, if she's more comfortable singing it up higher or lower, I can just go into the files here, transpose it up a step. So I can change key on the fly too, which is awesome. Just to show a little more, I wanted to bring some of the band guys up. They've got Jimmy Messer on guitar. You may have seen him out with Enrique Iglesias for the Tony Hawk Tour this year, and been with Kelly for about 2 years now. I came on about the same time I did. We have Halbert, bass player extraordinaire. You've seen him out with Rick Ocasek and Jimmy and Stevie Vaughan and Clay Aiken. Yeah, we did the last Clay tour together. These guys get to rehearse all the time, so I'm glad they're here because this is what we do every day. Let's just go ahead and vamp on the song. We get back in the right key here. So let's just say that we're gonna go do a live radio show, and Kelly wants to be able to walk out on stage. We don't know how long it's gonna take her to get to the dressing room. So I'll just start up a loop here, and you guys can just start vamping on a verse of it. Let me pull it out right here. Take out our vocals here. So let's say we're doing intro, we're waiting, we don't know when Kelly's gonna come in. I'm in loop mode right now, so I'm just looping back and forth. We're just hanging out here waiting, you know, whatever's gonna happen to happen, and then let's say we start to sing right here maybe. Release the loop mode. And now we're cool on the song there. So, and then I can really trip these guys out and try to get them to Yeah, we had a drummer come on board recently, and you know, I'd worked him before, he was a new guy, and so during one of the rehearsals, I just kept dropping it down a beat about every 30 seconds like that. He got done, he's like, man, I suck. What am I doing here? It was awesome. So that gives you a feeling for live. Kelly was nice enough to join us here, and she's thinking, wow, he looks stupid right now. So we'll do Since You've Been Gone.
I didn't know that your job was so easy.
It's not that easy. It takes days. I worked on this last night for 5 hours. You know, it takes me days. No, it's easy.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Cool.
Yeah, so we'll start a song. You come in whenever you want to come in.
Here's the thing, started at first. It was cool, it was all pretend. Yeah, since you've been gone, you dedicated, you took the time. Wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, since you've been gone, and all you ever hear me say since you've been gone. Woohoo! This is awesome, by the way. And so are they.
So see you tomorrow.
Kobe's back.
So that's it, just like magic, it's a piece of cake. So go buy Live and Pro Tools and all that stuff. Cool guys. Thanks.
Okay.